What one specific setback in your life do you think has prepared you for the challenges of being Miss Universe Philippines? Okay. What one particular setback in your life do you think has prepared you for the challenges of being Miss Universe Philippines? Let us begin with Miss Rizal.
Wow, perfect. I love this question, Joey. When I was 23, I actually got my second bankruptcy. And it was super big. I lost almost 250K. And during that time, I was still in corporate. And I still wasn't doing the things that I love doing. I was in the wrong relationships in my life. I was spending time with the wrong people. Overall, I felt like my life was going down. I feel like that was actually my lowest point in my life. And that bankruptcy and all of those things happening at the same time has taught me to actually, believe in myself, that even though all of these dark things are happening, it's always possible for you to be able to reach your goal, to be bigger than your fears, to be bigger than your failures, to be bigger than your insecurities. And ever since I actually started working on my life and building myself, I've come to create a life I love living. And this is this is the failure that actually defined my life and created the life I love waking up to every day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rizal. Ms. Mandawe.
One particular setback that immediately come to mind is the time that I let depression take over my mind or take over my life. That was one thing that I am still continuously trying to accept and trying to learn from. And it has definitely opened my eyes to more opportunities and more things that I would have done differently, but in a better way. So for everyone who is listening and for everyone who has known me to be an advocate, I just want to remind you that we all go through the same things, just in different style or stories. And we just have to get that lesson or the power from it. And this has definitely helped me grow into the woman that a Miss Universe Philippines should be. Someone who learns how to listen to her heart, but also needs to listen to her mind and take something out of it, turn it into something important and something influential.
Thank you, Mandawe. Let us now have Laguna.
One setback that will definitely help me when I win Miss Universe Philippines was when I failed to join national pageant last year. That experience taught me that things might not work the way that we wanted or I wanted it to be, but definitely it will only allow me to learn and grow to be the person that I wanted to be. Because with that failure, it helped me to be strong, to be accepting of who I am, to be acceptance of what I don't have and what I have. And I think it is very important that we continuously build ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves.
Thank you, Laguna. Let's now have Makati.
Well, there are a lot of things in my mind right now that I really want to speak about, but I think one particular setback that I experienced in the past was when like what I said earlier, when I suffered from severe anxiety. We all know that there are a lot of mental health campaigns out there, and I once told myself I would never experience that. I would never be that girl who would even campaign for mental health because it will never happen to me. I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm good, until I got severe anxiety disorder, and it's a serious mental health illness. And I never thought I would be healed. I never thought that I would be, overcoming such, disorder. But right after that, I started accepting every negative thing that has been happening in my life. I started loving myself more. I did not fear so much about my future, and I started accepting who I am as a person. And because of that, I was able to gain a lot of confidence. I learned a lot more about myself, and that is why I chose my official hashtag in Miss Universe. It's called hashtag Iba na ang Pinay, because iba na nga talaga ang Pinay. I want to carry that to the international stage as well, that I want to show to everyone that Filipinas, you know, no matter what backgrounds they are from, you know, even if they're already a mom, if they are single professionals, whatever skin color, size, shape you are in, you are a phenomenal woman. And Filipinas are all multifaceted. We are all talented. You know, we all have our own capabilities, and I just want to show that to the national pageant stage of Miss Universe Philippines na iba na ang Pinay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Quezon Province, please.
Joey, alam mo, ang dami ko rin naiisip kung ano ba yung setback na i-share ko sa inyo. Pero one thing na sa inyo is yung namatay yung lolo ko na hindi ko siya naalagaan ng sobra kasi mas prioritize ko yung pagpasok sa school and whatnot. And ang dream kasi na lolo ko talaga, when I was a little kid, sabi niya sa akin, ay, gaganda pa yan. Kasi nung bata ako, maitim ako, parang wala naniniwala sa sarili ko. Kahit ako, hindi ako nagtiwala sa sarili ko. Pero siya, napaka-positive niya, nagtiwala siya sa akin. At winish niya nung birthday ko, na 7th birthday ko, sabi niya, Nikki, I want you na sumali ka sa Miss Universe Philippines. And now, my Lola's dream na nasa heaven na ngayon ay natutupad na. Lola Mars, I'm here. I'm Miss Universe Philippines. And I am reaching our goal and dream, which is to be here in Miss Universe Philippines. I am doing this not only for myself, for my fellow Quezonians, I'm also doing this for my lolo. And I may not be your Miss Universe, but I am the Miss Universe of my lolo and my family. Sorry, I got emotional.
What an emotional answer.
Love you, girl. You're happy now that I am here. Love you, Lolo.
Yes.
This is for you.
I'm sure your lolo's very proud of you. In fact, ang feeling ko nga sinasamahan ka dyan. Hindi naman. Alright.
Joey, you're scary naman.
Pinapangiti lang kita.
Hindi ko kanina nung nasa CR
Oh
ako.
my God! Huwag kayong ganyan. Mag-isa tayo. Nag-blink din kanina yung light dito. When I was leaving, sabi ko, sorry, Quezon City has left the room. Oh my God!
Alright, thank you, Miss Quezon
Thank
Province.
you.
Let us now have Pasay. Pasay.
So hi, Sir Joey. First of all, I had a lot of things in my mind of what are the setbacks, but I don't have a particular one. I have a lot of things going on in my mind, wherein I would say it because I lost my father at a young age. I failed at a dream job. I gave up on it. I fell in love with the wrong man, and there was so much chaos around me. And all of this to be a spokesperson. I want to be a conversationalist, wherein I'm not the only one speaking. You guys can also talk. You guys can talk to us firsthand and share your experiences. Because I think as a Miss Universe, you don't just listen. You allow your people to be empowered so that they will never doubt themselves. And when they are given the voice to speak, you are sure that you have empowered that person.
Thank you, Miss Pasay. Let us now move on to Miss Davao.
Okay, are we ready?
Go, Eliza.
One setback. If there's anything about my life that is consistent, that is experiencing setbacks. And one thing that I will highlight today is nung bata pa ako, I would be so scared of reporting in front of the class. I would always score low in every reporting, not because I have nothing in my head, but because it's different. It's difficult for me to articulate in a language that I'm really not comfortable, language that I did not grow up speaking. So ngayon, magsasalita ako ng Bisaya para i-celebrate na po kung unsa ang ako ang garbo, kung asa ko gikan o busa isa kadabaway niya, o para mahimong inspirasyon ko sa mga kababaihan na mag-speak up masking unsang lingwahe sila komportable para sa ilang mga pangarap o para madungog sila. So we all have stories to tell. That is why it's really important that we give every woman, including the language that they are comfortable with, so every Filipina story will be heard. So yun lang. Daghang salamat.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Miss Davao. I think that was a pretty clear message, even if she spoke in Visayan. I think what she said was no matter what language you're comfortable in, you can actually speak using that language, especially when you are actually pursuing a dream. and that every woman's story should be heard. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Sir Joey. Ikaw pala yung interpreter ko. Sana nagbisaya na lang ako simula pa nung ano.
Okay, no, you are doing a great job. Okay, let us now have Paranaque.
Thank you, Sir Joey.
Okay, Bella, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. One of the greatest setbacks that I've been through was a time right before I decided to join Miss Universe Philippines. I was surrounded by people who had different opinions about the world, about life. But the problem wasn't them. The problem was me. I decided to allow myself to alter myself according to what other people thought. I altered my choices in life. I altered my career path. I altered my decisions, and it veered me away from the person I knew I was. So one day I woke up and I realized, you know what? I'm going to be proud of myself and I'm going to go for my dream. And that was to join Miss Universe Philippines. So I'm here today because I overcame that setback. And the fact that I am here today, the fact that I am here being the authentic woman that you see before you, is exactly what I want to bring on the Miss Universe stage. I want to show everybody that a woman of the universe is somebody who knows who she is somebody who is proud of who she is, and who is somebody that never ever compromises that. That's a woman of the universe, and that's a Filipina of the universe too.
Thank you, Bella. Let us now have Quezon City, Michelle, to talk to us about your setback and how you'll use that should you win Miss Universe Philippines.
Sir Joey, taking time to think about this question, I just realized that so many setbacks and failures and times that I lost in life are just piling up in my head. And, I know that there is somebody right now listening who also is thinking that, is there really just one time that you lost in life? Is there really that one great setback that changed you? Isn't it all the small things, all the changes, all those losses in life that really makes you who you are today? The woman that is on your screens, the woman that will compete on the stage. And I am a product of all these failures. Being an athlete, I've lost not only on the court, but also in life. And all of those moments built me up, built my confidence, and built the woman that I am today. To speak up about these moments in life that will never last forever. But what's more important than these setbacks is really not giving up, and the decision that you make every single day to get back up and to live life to the fullest, and to never give up on yourself and your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. And finally, we have Miss Taguig.
I had multiple setbacks in my life, and a lot of them have been private. But of course, there's one that's been publicly announced, is when I didn't answer the question in 2018 in Binibini, Pilipinas. But that was not the biggest setback that I've ever had. The biggest setback that I've ever had was when I was being mentally and physically abused, and instead of focusing on how I can come out of it, I was actually enduring everything and hiding it away and being ashamed of having something like that in my life. And I would always hide it with a smile because I really didn't want anyone to have that burden. But now, after working in myself and understanding that it's not healthy, you need to go and speak to people. You need to share what you have experienced. You need to share your story, because there's a lot of people that will want to hear that story. There's a lot of people that will look up to you. And that is what I'm here doing today. I am not ashamed anymore of being a victim of abuse. I'm not ashamed anymore for anything that ever happened in my life, because that is exactly where I needed to happen, to have the compassion to understand what it is like to be someone in that position. And it's a really difficult topic, but I really want to emphasize how important mental health is, because especially here in the Philippines, I have a Filipino mother, and we all have heard already, maybe sometimes they say some things that are not healthy to hear. And we need to stop this. We need to stop all of this crab mentality. We need to stop having this unhealthy and unrealistic environment in our houses. That's how we can improve the situation. And that is something that I'll bring to the Miss Universe platform, I'm sure of it, because I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and I see that a lot of people can relate to me and relate to my story. And now that I'm not ashamed of it, I couldn't be more free, and I'm so proud of myself for being here. Thank you.
Wonderful answers. Round of applause